Hi guys, coming back at you again. Some people on my page have asked me to cover some artificial sweetener stuff, and I love a good Coke Zero, don't get me wrong. I've lost 126 pounds. I kind of live my life, however, just like Keto in the Chaos. You know, she kind of does her thing the way she does her thing because it works for her. And the reason I reference her is because I kind of look up to her in a sense, because she's really come a long way with her journey and stuff. And no matter how much information I throw at her or anybody else throws at her, she stays the path that she feels comfortable. And that's what you got to do. You got to stick with what works for you. And me personally, I love a good Diet Coke sometimes. Or I love a Diet Dr. Pepper sometimes, especially Diet Dr. Pepper. I love Coke Zero. I mean, I love soda in general. That's why I'm so thankful I found Zevia. And some people will look at me and say, oh my God, you're the leader of a group and you got thousands of people. How could you say that? I'm human. I love things that I shouldn't love. It's things that could potentially be bad for me. But here's the thing. You got to use common sense with this stuff. If you're chugging 4 sodas a day, something's going to happen. Something's going to affect you in some kind of negative way. Now, do I think that the government would allow people to put stuff in our products that are going to potentially harm us now? No. 40 years from now, consuming it daily over and over and over again and abusing it? Absolutely. Because they're not worried about that. They're worried about what's going on right now, right this second. How is it affecting you? They would never allow somebody to do that. For one, people would die and the product wouldn't be bought. So they bring the products down in parts per million, something that won't affect you nearly as bad. So you can find one scientific study that says, hey, you know, it's been debunked that this is going to have any kind of effect on your health because of the amount that's in it. Well, they don't take somebody from day one and then follow them for 40 years and track them for 40 years because there's no way of doing it. It's not even logical to do that. Follow somebody for 40 years and see what the effect of one thing is doing to them. The study wouldn't even be accurate. There is no actual study that's going to be accurate on these things. But what I can tell you is what happens when your body takes in aspartame. Diet Pepsi uses sucralose. Sucralose is only one molecule off from being actual sugar. You might find a different answer from place to place, but the information states that it's 650 times sweeter than regular sugar, and it's only one molecule off. And it does have a decent GI index to it. When you drink, so I don't want to do sucralose right now, I want to talk about aspartame. Aspartame seems to be the, oh my God, it's going to cause cancer, you're going to die, all this other stuff, which is the furthest thing from true. Some people have issues with aspartame. Some people that have been consuming aspartame since like 1980 is when it came out. So it hasn't even been around an extremely long amount of time. It's been consumed since 1980. Now, when you take in aspartame, your body breaks aspartame down into 3 different products: phenylalanine, aspartic acid, and methanol. Now, you're saying, oh my God, what is that stuff? Phenylalanine is it's basically a poison to the brain. That's what they call it. It says that if you have too much phenylalanine in your system, PKU production could be up, and PKU production has been known to cause like birth defects and stuff like that in children. It actually destroys your serotonin production. You get into more of a depressed state, and that's why it's important not to have these things all the time, because I'm sure some of this stuff is true. Now, aspartic acid. What does aspartic acid do? Aspartic acid kills brain cells. So it's an excretory component. It lets excess calcium in. So when it lets excess calcium in, your neurological function gets damaged, your brain cells get damaged, and you end up running into problems. But again, this is consuming 3, 4, 5 of these every single day for long periods of time, and eventually it's going to catch up to you down the road. There is no studies that show a short-term effect of aspartame is going to hurt anybody, but potentially down the road it can be damaging. How much is your life worth to you? You know, do you want to live past 70? Fine, drink aspartame all you want. You know, I mean, I've seen stuff thrown around where it won't affect you until 25 to 30 years. Some people say 35 plus years down the road. So you be your judge. You can find science that says it won't hurt you. You can find science that says it would, because look at the long-term effects. Right now it's not going to. 10 years it's probably not going to. Down the road it probably will. So the third product that aspartame gets broken down to is methanol. Methanol is a poison. Methanol converts into formaldehyde in the body, and it digests so slow in the system. That's why the government says, well, if it digests that slow and we know it's a poison, what are the chances it's actually going to hurt somebody because it's in such a small amount? So I'll leave you with this. I love the taste of Diet Coke. Am I going to quit drinking Diet Coke today, or Coke Zero? Mainly Coke Zero. Am I going to quit drinking Coke Zero today? I'm not. I will not. I'm not going to lie to you right now. Even as the host of a group, even as a mentor to thousands of people, even as somebody that would like to be thought of as a public figure in the future, I will not. I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoy my Coke Zero from time to time. I don't have it but every 3 or 4 weeks. And I'm not big into sweets anymore. I might make some peanut butter fat bombs or make something for my group, and I might take it to work and give it to everybody at work. But I'm just not big into sweets and stuff anymore. So if I can have my vice, which is my Coke Zero, I want it, and I'm going to have it. The fact of the matter is, you have to pick and choose how you want to live your life. Nobody's going to be able to do that for you. Do you want to live in this clammed up shell where you can't live freely and you have to walk on shells all the time and you have to worry about, is this going to kill me? No. But you can take the information that's being provided to you and use it to best suit your life. Do you want to have 4 or 5 Diet Cokes a day? No. Your teeth are, you know, the general consent, or the old thing that everybody's been saying forever is, you're going to rot your teeth, you're going to rot your teeth. Well, there's something to that. Typically, that's really all that's going to happen. You're going to get a lot of tooth cavities and stuff like that because your body doesn't like all those color additives and the artificial sweeteners and stuff over a long period of time. Health-wise, are you going to be affected by it in the long run? Sure. Right now, no. But if you consume it in moderation and very sparingly and only use it as a treat to yourself every once in a while, what's the big deal? I don't see the problem with that. Anyway, that's my take on aspartame. Leave some comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell. You get a notification every once in a while. You might see my mug pop up with some kind of, or like my videos always end up because I don't know how to edit. I get these weird faces on the screen. Anyhow, that's my take on aspartame, guys. I really appreciate the support. Any questions, let me know. Let me know what artificial sweetener you want to cover next. I'm thinking about sucralose. Thanks, guys.